Really, real estate is a referral business, and if you don't provide great service to those people you're trying to help out, you're not going to get much business. So it definitely helps to. All right, YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. So last 2 weeks been pretty productive. I got a mentor within my brokerage, so he's really helping me get started, break into real estate super easy. So this video is going to be about my first 2 weeks starting, how much the startup cost was, how much it actually cost to register with the National Association of Realtors. Woo! We're about to do a breakdown of how much that actually costs, because this is some of the things they don't mention. Every quarter, you have to pay about $115 to keep your Sanda Core account. So you got to make money to pay for all this. This is why a lot of people fail in real estate, is because they don't sell houses and they can't pay to keep the Sanda Core apps and stuff like that. So yes, it's just a start. However, update, I'm doing very well. Got a sphere of influence going. I'm definitely gonna have multiple homes sold around September, so stay tuned for those, because I'm excited for that. I'll let you all know how that process goes and how much I might mess up or learn. Oh, on another note, by the time this video uploads, it will probably be July. Guess what that means? In August, I will be 1 year until I'm exactly out of the Navy. Anyways, let's get into the course of the video. We'll talk about, alright, so first, here's the first thing that we had to buy, right? Is a breakdown. I'll pull up the list of fees, and we'll put it all right here in this corner. Now look, if you see, this is everything we had to pay for starting out. And then we had to continue to pay quarterly, which is every 3 months, about $115 to stay registered, to be able to stay into the MLS. So yeah, there's that fee. So far in the works, I have a client that is actually helping me out. So on top of me being able to get him to be able to buy his home from his landlord, that's pretty cool, help him out to do that. And in the long run, he actually does construction for a flipper. And this flipper needs a real estate agent to help sell his homes after he does it now. I'm not taking on anything that doesn't have to do with unpermitted add-ons such as bedrooms, baths. If it's not permitted, I'm not taking it on to try to sell it, because it's not going to work. And I'm not trying to get in trouble for that. So I'm not going to take it on, but most of his flips are all permitted. So this will be good, because that means I'll consistently be able to list these homes and sell them, and it's, you know, just perfect going. I also have people set up in a collaboration system. So on top of just starting, I had to learn how to navigate the Sanda Core apps, how to learn how to do the MLS, multiple listing service, to be able to put contacts in, set them up in a collaboration center, which allows them to receive houses within their price range, their specific criteria that they were asking for their homes. So that's pretty fun, because each one is a little different in what they are actually looking for. So we're currently working on that. Also, in my first 2 weeks of real estate, I've been prospecting a lot, which is I've been door knocking my neighborhood, which has actually worked out very well. I've got a couple people that are looking to do deals, because, you know, so my advice is if you're a real estate agent and you're trying to win, influence your neighbors in your neighborhood, make a market report on activity and just go drop it off to them. Tell them, hey, look, this is our market report for our neighborhood. If you have any questions at all, anyone that's trying to buy or sell here, I love to do referrals. So when it comes to door knocking, right, there's no soliciting. So like I said, when you make your market activity report, usually you can open up with the line is like, they sit there and they think you're trying to sell them something real quick. And I mean, you are, but you aren't. And this is how, so a lot of people on the doors I've knocked, they've kept the door closed until I did my pitch. Once I did my pitch, they actually opened the door and was more interested in what I was trying to tell them. Once I opened the door and tried to tell them, it was pretty much a done deal. They took what I was offering, they liked it. They want me to stop by every month now and update them on the market. So that's what I have going for me, and that's working pretty well. Let's talk about sphere of influence. What is your sphere of influence? A sphere of influence is anybody who's directly involved with you. Now, you got an inner circle, you got an outer circle, Let me explain what inner circle is. Inner circle is friends, family, somebody that you speak to regularly or see on a daily basis. The outer circle is your family's friend, their friend's friend. Like, it all kind of just goes around like that. That's your outer sphere of influence. Most people work with the inner sphere influence first, because once you get your family's business or your friend's business, they have friends that know friends that make friends, and therefore you just got a lot of friends that can really help out with getting you started in real estate. Because really, real estate is a referral business, and if you don't provide great service to those people you're trying to help out, you're not going to get much business. So it definitely helps to be the best agent that you can be with each person that you have, regardless if you're directly involved with them or not. Because remember, this is how I look at it. Your personality, how you perceive yourself, is different than how someone else perceives you, how a family member perceives you, or anyone who generally looks at you. You have a bunch of different personalities on how you think you are, but to other people you don't look like how you see yourself. If that makes sense, it's good. Press like if you were confused. Now, when it comes to the outer circle, what we do is you talk with, so for me, my inner sphere of influence is my wife. And then when I go to her side of the family, it's considered outside of my sphere of influence, but kind of in, because I don't directly talk with them or associate with them as much as she does. So that becomes my outer influence, and it's working pretty well. I mean, I have, cousins that are trying to buy properties, hopefully helping them out. Shout out to Michael Della Riva. He's an exciting man. So it's always the first month that's the hardest, because you got to build your business. It's really hard to start a business when you're starting it in dry. Now, when you come to real estate, it's great because you should just go around to everyone that you're finally licensed, or not even really do that. I would say make a Facebook page, get into your Facebook page, go show properties, post in your Facebook page, and then when you sell properties, boost that post, so that way people are like, wow, who's this person? Because generally people don't like working with new real estate agents because you don't have a lot of experience. So if you're kind of advertising that you're super new, a lot of people don't want to work with you because they don't know how much you actually know. This is why you need to be educated in real estate. You need to understand what the market is doing, and definitely the older people that's been doing it for 5-6 years, you need to be on their level. So this is why you need a mentor, is because they're going to pretty much skip that 5 years of learning and give it to you all at once in your first year. This way people are more confident coming to you to get your house sold or to get them into a home that's going to make them money. See, me as a real estate agent, my whole goal is to put people into homes where they're going to make money off of it. Now, if they just want a refinanced home, or if they just want a refurbished home, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind putting them in there. They might just pay a little more extra, and they probably won't make a lot of equity off of it. However, I'm looking for more of getting the best deals I can for each of my clients, whether it be the seller or the buyer. Because, right, another thing that I learned is that emotions. People buy off of emotions, and they use emotion to justify their logic on why they buy things. So stories are very important to a buyer. If you're just, taking them around, showing them a house and letting them go off by themselves and look at it, you're not really doing yourself a favor, because you need to be talking with them all throughout the place. Ask what they like and they dislike. So this way it makes your job as a real estate agent a lot easier. That way when you go see another property, you can be like, okay, you can start throwing your opinions out there, and they actually like your opinion because you're a real estate agent and you're a professional, so they want to go with your opinion. But don't steer them in the wrong direction. Don't just, because most real estate agents like to put people, let's say a buyer comes to you with $400,000. That's what they want to buy at. Now, some real estate agents are like, oh, you should go up to $675,000 in a house. Like, that's okay if you talk to them and they're okay with, that price range. But it's kind of messed up when a buyer has a set amount. Now, however, a price is determined by what the buyer is willing to pay. So if they see a house and they want to pay $675,000 for it, and they originally told you they wanted $400,000 price limit, that's totally up to them. But you shouldn't, as a real estate agent, shouldn't be trying to sell them on a more expensive house. It's what they want as a buyer, because it's their dream home. Now, you can give ideas and recommendations that's pretty good. But generally, I think that if you meet the expectations of what they want or exceed them, they're definitely going to want your business more. Because if you're putting them in a home where they got to pay more for it and they really don't love it, they just like the idea, you're not going to get any more business, because they're just going to tell their friends like, oh, this guy threw me in this home that was way more than what I wanted. I mean, I liked it at first, but I really don't like it anymore because there's just so much I have to pay a month on it. A lot of stuff I have to keep up with. It's like, it's not good. Don't go with him. He's just trying to get you the highest price. So that's why I say you definitely need to make sure you're trying to stay specifically tailored to your audience of what they're trying to buy. This way, this really helps them out. And don't try to feed them into the head that they can qualify for more than what they can actually qualify for, because that's pretty messed up and you're just screwing over other people. Also, communication. If you're really good at communicating with people and you can actually have conversations without, really caring about what they think about you when you present yourself, like wearing nice things to talk to people, gives you a first impression of, oh wow, this person, it looks nice. And then when you actually talk and you sound educated in real estate, people are more likely to work with you because you have presentation, you look professional, and you are ready to go. My real estate cards though. Ooh, my real estate cards are pretty cool. Let me go ahead and pop a picture up here for you. As you can see, I put a little photo on there because we do referral business. I want them to be able to call me and then say we go see a property. They know who they're looking for instead of just having my card. It also gives them, my license number. So that way they can know that I am actually able to help them sell or buy their home. I'd say another great tip is get them pre-qualified. If you have a lender in your office that works as a mortgage broker, get them pre-qualified. This way, when you go show them properties and they think they qualify for $470,000, but they relatively only qualify for $420,000, it kind of sucks showing them properties that they can't get, because then let's say they see that $470,000 house that they really like, but they go to get qualified and they don't qualify for it, and it kind of like shoots down their spirits, and I'm not really interested in looking at houses because the house they did find is not in their affordable index. So definitely get them pre-qualified, so this way you can set a exact amount, and this way you're not setting expectations up here and they're starting here and they're able to find because if you think about it, you set a cap here at like $400,000, they find a house at $350,000, they know they have that difference. But if they have a cap at $400,000 and they don't know that and they're trying to buy at $500,000, you're just pretty much messing up their pre-qualified. Also, another thing that I learned too is that generally when you're talking to people, you're selling yourself. You're not selling a house, you're not selling the buyer's house, you're not selling the selling house, you're selling your services. So if you can't sell yourself, you're not going to get any services, because they're looking for somebody who is able to self-proclaim their initiatives, and this is what actually helps you as a person communicate with them, because they see the services and the value that you offer. And this just makes everything a lot more interesting for buyers or sellers, because they see you have great communication skills. Practicing scripts, it's not different. It's like when you read scripts, you don't have to go off exactly what it says. It's great and better if you add in your own flavor. Don't go over the top and add in extra stuff and make it just sound so crazy. The reason why you have scripts is because scripts are professional and they sound professional. Instead of saying like, I can hook you up into like the MLS, you could say, I can place you into the MLS, and it sounds more professional instead of hookup, So we want to stay like that, so that way they see you as a professional person and not someone who isn't professional. So staying with professional words when you're talking with people is better. Now, do this by ear. If you have a client who is, using like hookups and, stuff like that, you have to play it by ear. You have to go with how the person sounds. Don't mimic them, but just go the communication wise, communicate exactly how they're communicating with you, because the response is a lot better. It's weird. I kind of just started talking about advice, but this is really what I've learned in my last 2 weeks of real estate, and it's really paid off a lot, because a lot more of my clients are having better conversations, because I'm learning how to present myself and how to have a better and more intelligent conversation about real estate. And the best thing I love hearing is, wow, you actually expanded my mind on real estate, and I actually really didn't even think about that. And that's just my favorite line that people tell me, when it's like, oh, I didn't think about that. that's cool. We definitely got to work together. So when I get that, I just know I did something right, and I actually hooked them into my services. I also have a client that I'm showing mobile homes to. They're a little difficult because they're trying to be specific in what they're looking for and qualifying wise, because with the VA loan, hitch anything on it, has to pretty much be real property, which is real property is anything connected to the land that can't be moved. Personal property is something that can be taken with you. So, you know, manufactured homes are essentially personal property because you don't own the land, you have space rent, and with the VA loan, you can't have space rent. You have to pretty much own the land to be able to buy the manufactured home. So it's just a lot of things that I'm learning about mobile homes because, you know, people like to buy them. And I've actually seen a lot of actually nice mobile homes. They've actually been updated appliances, look like homes. The only difference is that you're surrounded by a bunch of like manufactured homes, and everyone knows stipulations between trailer parks and stuff like that. Like, you got those really nice ones and you got those really, really, really bad ones, and it's just like, it's whatever suits you and what you're looking for as a person. So, but yes, this is everything that I've learned in the last 2 weeks, and if you would like any more information of what I learned, you know, just leave comments below of stuff that you would like me to talk about to help out and help you understand what I'm doing. But as always, if you enjoyed this video or you was confused at any point in this video, I definitely want you to press that like button. Definitely need you to press that notification button so that way when I'm updating my videos again, you're going to be the first person to know that it goes on, and you can watch it first and be confused first before anyone else, and then answer questions in the comments. Then I'm also going to need you to share it so you can confuse them, and once they are confused, they can press the like button. And then on the next thing you know, we're subscribing because you like being confused because it was explained. But thank you guys, and y'all have a great day.